How's it going, everybody? This is John Johnson. Thank you for coming out tonight. This call is very important. It is eye-opening. This call will help everybody really, truly see inside of our network. But before I get started, I want to congratulate Trent Walker for being named Chief Executive Officer of our company. Now, as I go through this presentation, I want you to ask yourself two questions. Number one, would I like ownership in this company? Number two, would I like to make money on my upline, on my sideline, on both sides? Would I like to make money on people saving money in the United States or anywhere, even if I lived in Canada, the Ukraine, wherever? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is time that we see the big picture of what our network is. It is time that we all become owners of our network. Our network isn't called our network because it's ours. Our bank is called our bank because it's ours. A lot of us today, received an email congratulating us because we're being awarded stock ownership in the company because we became founders. More founders will be named March 31st. More people will receive these emails and receive stock in the company because they became founders. They went out and helped 10 people. They went out and helped family, friends, other networkers, whatever it may be, and they will receive stock in this company, regardless of what they save in whatever country they're in. It doesn't matter where you live. Think about if you were one of the pioneers, one of the first people to receive stock and ownership in a company that has a global reach, in a company that has a potential like our network. And I'm going to share a little bit of that potential with you tonight. I want you guys to see what we're talking about. I want you guys to stop worrying about the $50, stop worrying about just $2, stop worrying whether or not you have travel versus this versus that in your area, in your region, in your country. It's all coming. More savings are coming. This is a worldwide marketplace. This is a subscription-based marketplace. As this market grows, what do you think will happen to your shares in this company? What do you think will happen to your stock? If you work your butt off for the next couple of months and you are awarded ownership in this company, what would that mean to you, your family, and your friends? It is time that we pay close attention. It is time that we stop griping, stop complaining. If the bank takes a few months longer to launch, good. If the card takes a while to launch, good. Because you know what that means? It means you have extra time to become a founding member. Had the bank launched today, yesterday, last week, then they would have cut that off. You would not have time to become a founding member and receive ownership in the company. You should be thanking God in heaven that there were delays with the bank, because those of us who received that email today, we are elated. We worked hard. We earned it, and so can you. And if you are one of those individuals that received that email, you know just how real this is. We are going public. We are being awarded stock. We are earning it. It is our network because our network wants everybody to have ownership in it. Richard Smith will not live forever. He told me point blank, John, I want this company to live on through generations. How do I do that? I allow our members to also own it. That's why he calls us co-owners, business partners. Everybody on this call, you are my business partner. I love you guys to death. I work very hard. I put 15 to 16 hours a day into this project. Why? Because I know how real it is. Because I know how big it is. And I want to give you guys just a glimpse, just a tip of the iceberg of how big this is. But before I go into that, I want to ask everybody a very serious question. How many of us wake up every single morning and say, you know, I really need to start watching more TV. I need to be more productive. Why am I not watching more TV? I need to play more video games. I need to do more video research on YouTube. I need to go play more. Because I just don't feel like I'm productive. I need to watch more TV. Or are we waking up every morning and saying, you know what, look, I need to chase my dreams. I've had this dream since I was a child, since I was 5 years old. I had a dream. And I want to finally fulfill it for myself, for my family. I want to leave a legacy. This company is your legacy. This is your legacy build. This is a company you've been waiting your entire life to build. A lot of us have been burned in network marketing. A lot of us have built downlines only to watch them just wither away. We've done it. We've been victims of an old program that doesn't work. It's about time that we have something in front of us that is massive. And it's so massive that they're willing to give you ownership. Our network is not just a savings platform. If you think this is just a savings platform, you're on the wrong call. Or maybe you're on the right call, and tonight you will realize this is much more. Like I said, it is a subscription-based global savings marketplace. Every single time somebody enters our marketplace via charter member, it can potentially increase the valuation of this company. What would that do to your stock? Think about it. That's question number one. Question number two, again, would you like to earn money on what I do? 15, 16 hours a day that I put into this? Would you like to earn money on what Jeremy and his team does? Would you like to earn money what the other team does? Every time they engage in the network and they save money on many items, you get paid additional money. Would you like that? Is that a bigger deal than receiving $2 per member? Of course it is. Then ask yourself this question: will more TV and less production, will that pay for your children's college funds? Will it retire you at an earlier age? Will paying $50 a month really break your bank so bad that you won't be able to retire at 65 or 70 or whatever it may be? $50 a month is, for a lot of us, it's a dinner and a meal and a movie. That's what it is. It's not going to determine whether or not you retire, but you know what? It may. Because by entering the marketplace with that $50 a month, you are allowing yourself to have an opportunity, like one that you may never see again. Nothing like this. So let me share just a glimpse. I'm giving you the tip of the iceberg here. These are deals that I am personally working on with members in my downline on my team. And why am I telling you this? Will it give you spillover? I don't know. It depends where you are, but it doesn't matter. Because can this potentially increase the value of the shares you can earn by becoming a founder by March 31st? Yes, it can. Of course it could. Will it give you the ability to earn more bonuses and commissions by becoming an ambassador? Of course it will. Of course it will. Anything I do can affect you. Whether they spill under you or not, it does not matter. So it does not matter if you're in a country that only has hotels right now. It does not matter if you don't have tons of discounts yet. You're still going to get paid. And for everybody on this call in places like South Africa, South Korea, we hear you. We see you. We appreciate you. We love you. We adore you. You're working your butts off. We are setting up payment systems, pay in and pay out. All of these countries. Corporate hears you. We're here for you. And we want to build with you, and we want to help you earn stock and ownership in this company. So let me start with my business partner, my dear friend Larry, that I've known for decades. One weekend he could be fishing with Georgia Florida Line, a big country band. The next week he could be rubbing shoulders with senators. This man knows every stinking business person, I swear, on the planet. And he's likable. They love him. They respect him. He's my business partner in our network. He has huge plans for once the bank rolls out. Huge plans to bring in numerous companies that have numerous employees. And every time someone enters the marketplace, understand, they spend money in the marketplace. It only brings more value to the overall company, which could put more money into your pocket because of what Larry did, not what you did. But it won't put anything in your pocket if you don't get engaged, you don't activate, you don't start working this. You've got to understand what this is and what it is not. Voice of America, we'll talk more about them on the next slide. Republic of Vietnam, this one deal I've got working with this one group has a potential of bringing in close to 5 million members. I'll say it again, 5 million on one deal. What if a fraction of them came in? What if only 500,000 of them came in? What if only 100,000 came in? That's 100,000 more people entering the marketplace. And most of these individuals are located in the United States and Canada, which means they can save on prescriptions and on medications and on phones. What does that mean to you as an ambassador? What does that mean to you as a shareholder? The Philippines. We have an individual in the Philippines we're working with right now that owns 827 companies. 827 that he owns. He's a massive networker in the Philippines. You don't even want to know the numbers he's talking about potentially bringing into this marketplace. South Africa, I've got 2 large teams in South Africa coming in. India, I've got 3 large teams in India coming in. France is killing it right now. All they have right now is hotels. They don't care because we're working on solutions, pay in, pay out. They're entering the marketplace. They've caught the vision. They've caught the bug. We all need to catch a bug and stop looking at this as just a little discount program. That's not what this is. South Korea, some of you may be on the phone. We care about you. We are very well aware. Everyone in these countries will be paid. Everyone in these countries will be able to pay. Allow us to go country by country and roll this out. Trent, our CEO, I just shared his information with you. He set up worldwide payment solutions for Google, for Facebook, for YouTube. He hasn't forgotten how to do it. It's not corporate slowing things down. Every country gives us some other hurdles and challenges that we face, and then we stare them right in the face and we prioritize them. And as people show a pulse and that they're building these countries, we go to those countries and say, all right, this is what we're going to do to open it up completely. So the money will flow. On top of these deals, we've got churches, schools. I've got union heads right now. I've got one union head, just one. And this is only one of the union deals I'm working on right now. He represents 7.2 million union employees. 7.2 million. So you know what that means? Well, easy. He wants to take our bank once it launches, and he says, let's go ahead and set up our employees as beneficiaries for our bank accounts. I want a benefit program, an employee perks program. And we want to roll these union employees, set them up on our accounts and make them all fans. 7.2 million potential fans in one deal. Again, what does that mean to our marketplace? They swipe their card, somebody's getting paid. Not just that, even whether in their downline or not, they save on a car and a house or whatever else, or the other hundreds of our products we're rolling into this thing. If you think we're stopping with the 4 or 5, you're wrong. Marketplaces don't stop with 4 or 5. Marketplaces like Amazon, Costco, places like that, they have thousands and thousands and thousands of items. But we're better. Why? Because we pay you for allowing people to enter into this marketplace. They don't pay you for that. They keep the money. We're taking the money back. We are so sick and tired of these big Goliaths out there hammering and hammering and hammering the little guy. We're creating big guys from little guys. That's what we're doing. We want you to be paid. We want you to have money. We want you to see the full picture of what our network is. This is what it is. United Kingdom, South America, huge teams coming in, companies coming in like crazy. And we're at the very beginning, and you can take the next 2 months and you can gripe, or you can take the next 2 months and become a founding member and receive share holdings in the company. Receive it. Be given stock. Not have to purchase it, be given stock. Voice of America, let's talk about Voice America real quick. The leader in live internet talk radio, 140 countries. We all saw these pictures, said, oh, it's so cool. Trent and Richard, they're at Voice of America. They did this radio blast. Awesome. Here's what you don't know. Voice of America, guess what they are? You're right, correct. They're a charter member. They're a charter member of our network because they saw the vision. They love it. Wait till they get rolling. Wait till you hear our network blasted through this group on their Voice America TV, on their Voice America radio, and 140 questions. Oh, and they have a listening base of 65 million people. What will that do to the valuation of this company as people come in and come in and come in? What would that do for you as a shareholder? But John, but this took longer. But John, this was delayed. But John, the only but you should be concerned about is the butt you're actually sitting on. That's the only but that any of us should be concerned about. I refuse to sit unless I'm sitting at my computer working on calls, talking to people, training, edifying, building. I received an email today as a shareholder now because I worked and I did not complain. And you can too. I want every single person on this call and every person that will ever hear this call to receive that same email I received today, because I became a founding member of our network. So what do we do to help as a team? We do a lot of stuff to help as a team. Every single person that enters into our organization, enters onto this team, is an employee. I don't care if you have 50 years experience in this industry. You're an employee until you show me otherwise. And as soon as you take the 14 training classes, and you go through them, and you turn around and you start helping your team do the same thing, you're an employee. Once you do that, and you go through the training, and you put the time and effort in, you become a supervisor. And as a supervisor, you're helping your employees also become supervisors. You become a manager, easy. Start doing presentations. Start doing live events. Start building teams in your local areas. Start putting together an online presence. Become a manager, because my managers will be awarded. That I can tell you. Not only will they receive 10 in the pen and become founding members, which means they can actually own part of our network, it also puts them a step closer to becoming an ambassador. But there's a third thing too that they'll receive. I'll talk to you about that in a moment. But before then, one thing I would highly recommend, we have success story after success story after success story of people marketing online, not just talking to their friends and family. You're going to find other online marketers and internet marketers and network marketers online. That's where they are. Every single team, I am giving you a challenge tonight, right now, this moment. Identify people on your team that are computer literate, computer savvy, and create a team social media group. Create team broadcasting and marketing. You know, you can go onto Facebook, pay $10 and have your posts boosted for $10. What if you spend $100? What if you took 10 people on your team and they each put $10 into a co-op? Think outside the box. Run a co-op. Get a bunch of leads. Close the leads. Put them through the program. When they sign up, give them our book. Give them our guide. How many of you on the call even know we have a team guide? How many of you on the call are on our Facebook page, or our team Facebook page? You say, well, I don't have Facebook. You know what? Get it. Use it. Because that's what we use. Why? Because it has the largest reach. I don't have time to set up 50, 100, 50,000 different social media sites. I use Facebook for our team. If you want to be an active part of our team and you want to produce and you want all of the information, get on Facebook. Because I'm not changing. I'm too busy to change. And I'm not saying you're not important. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying when you start a business, if you started a franchise, you follow their rules. You use their logos. You do what they say. You use their systems. Same thing with this team. You get on this team and you plug in 100%. If you're inactive, get active. You can't become a founding member and receive ownership in the company if you're not active. That's step one. That's step one. Become active. Work your way up to management. Set up a profile for your team online. Market. Go through the courses. Go through the classes. We teach you how to build a strong online presence. We teach you step by step what to do. I have people right now in my organization that have never done network marketing in their life, and they've brought on rock stars underneath them. Guess where they found them? Online. Guess how they found them? They listened to our trainings and they applied it. That's how they did it. When you have professionals teaching you how to do something, you best do it. That would be my recommendation. If you have pros teaching you how to build, you best do it. That's what I would tell you right now. I'm going to tell you a little something about myself. And I'm not saying this to boast or anything like this. Right now, as of today, I'm the #1 earner in this company. #1. I was the #1 person in my last company. I have been the #1 salesperson in every company, every sales job I have ever had in my life. I went to #1. And many times I did it quickly. Why is that? Because A, I don't make excuses. I find results. I work. I am giving you my time, my effort, my knowledge, my training, my support, my love. I'm giving it to you, handing it to you. I'm just asking you to accept it. Meet me halfway. Do your part. I'm doing mine. If there's anyone on this call that doubts that I'm doing my time, come spend a couple days with me. Come spend a couple weeks with me. I could fake it for a couple days. I can't fake it for a couple weeks. I am putting my heart and soul into this because we have guys like Trent. We have other guys behind the scenes. You know what? One of the reasons the bank got delayed? Because they're attracting a lot of attention from some really good places. Do you know what that means? It means other places are coming in. They're saying, hey, you know what? We want to be a part of this. This is amazing. We want to take this thing global with you. We want to expand with you. We want to grow with you. Mark my words, in my humble opinion, this is the next big one. This will be a $1 billion company. You watch. You watch. Guys like Trent and a lot of the superstars entering into this team, not just MLMers, but professional business guys coming in, they don't come into something like this unless they know what the potential is, unless they can see it. There are executive meetings that happen every single day that you guys have no idea about. No more armchair quarterbacks, no more assumptions. Don't pretend you know more than corporate because you don't. I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to be rude, but you don't. We know what's going on in the field. We know what needs need to be taken care of, and they are. Step by step by step, they're being taken care of. But don't allow your stubbornness, or if you get upset or offended, or if you waited for something, don't allow it to cost you from owning part of this company. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. SEO, search engine optimization. Here's a sweet spot, spending $5,000 to $10,000 a month. We spend $6,000 a month as your upline for search engine optimization. Then I've heard people, well, where are the leads? Where are the leads? Anybody that understands search engine optimization at a high level, like myself, and the company that's been doing it for 19 years, the most awarded digital agency in the United States of America, I promise you they probably understand how SEO works more than most of us, more than the people saying, where are the leads? They're coming. If you run this properly and you do it right and you follow Google protocol, Google rules, and do it the right way, you can get onto page 1 and stay on page 1. If you do it wrong, you take shortcuts, you might rank within a week or two. And guess what? You may be blacklisted within a week or two too, because you broke Google protocol and rules. You have to do it correctly. Gimmicks only work temporarily. We are going top shelf with everything, including this team. Once these leads cut, and think about it this way. Once we reach page 1, we went up 18 positions in the last 3 days. We moved up 18 positions in Google in the last 3 days alone. We will be on page 1. These guys have taken companies outside of the top 500 to #1. More than once. These guys are phenomenal at what they do. The little videos, the teasers and stuff, you're just seeing the beginning of this. There are several phases to what we're doing in marketing. But you ask yourself this, once we reach #1, right around April-ish, April, March, whenever it may be, I'm patient, I can wait. I know, I've done this. I used to sell SEO. I used to consult companies on how to use SEO properly, on who to buy from and who not to buy from. I understand this at a very, very high level. What's gonna happen when we're on page 1 and there's 10,000 searches a week? Then the bank rolls out and there's 30,000 searches a week. And then the rev card itself comes out and there's 50, 100,000 searches a week. How many clicks will we get? If you saw the analytics behind the scenes that these guys are running, it would blow your minds. We know how much time somebody spent on a page. We know which pages they went to. We know which ones are being clicked through, which ones they want to sign up from, which ones they just want information from. We know everything. We know the bounce rate. We know everything. We are running SEO on RevCard, on our network, on our mobile, on our auto, on our mortgage, on our pet meds, on our meds. We're running SEO on all of it. The searches will increase as exposure happens. Go back to this radio group. They have 500 radio outlets in America alone. Once they start blasting it, you don't think people are going to go to Google and search us out? We're timing this. I didn't need to be number one in a pre-launch. I want to be number one after we launch, after we're established. I want these clicks to count. And guess where these leads are going? To my managers. They're not going to my employees. My employees haven't shown me any fortitude. They haven't shown me a pulse. Why in the world would I send all these leads to someone who won't even take the time to go through the classes and learn how to close the leads? I'm nice, but I'm not crazy. I'm not spending that kind of money to send my leads to a black hole, because even if they work them, they may not know how, and I don't know because they didn't go through the courses. Go through the steps. We're handing this to you. Do it. And when you sign somebody up, have them do it. Give them the building guide. Put them on our Facebook page. Plug them in. Allow them a better opportunity to become shareholders. And let's talk about this a little bit. The retention. You need 3 people. 3, and it's free. Not free for 1 month. Free for life. You get 3 people and it's free. But let me ask you this. What if you get shareholders underneath you? Do you think they're ever going to leave the company? Do you think a founder, you bring somebody in, they become a founder, do you really think you're going to lose that founder when he or she has stock in this company? Do you think you're going to lose people when they do start saving? Do you think you're going to lose people when they have 3 and it's free? The main reason people have left is because, well, the card hasn't launched yet and I'm upset, John. Or, you know, we can't pay in quite yet, or we're not getting paid quite yet because our pay hasn't reached us yet. March 31st is around the corner, and March 31st isn't waiting for our pay, guys. March 31st isn't waiting for more savings in your local area. You have 2 months to become a shareholder. 2 months, regardless of what your situation, regardless of where you're at in the world. You have 2 months. That's not changing. So I would highly recommend making sure it happens for you and your families. And here's the earn money on everyone. Holy cow, an ambassador? You go get a shareholder, you get somebody with 10 people. And what if they miss the cutoff as shareholder? It's okay, because you still become a founder. There'll be more bonuses and incentives to become a founder. And it also puts you 1 step closer to becoming an ambassador. You get 10, you help them get 3. I don't care if it takes you 6 months or 2 years. That money will be sitting there waiting for you. How many people do you think will be in this marketplace 2 years from now spending money on one of hundreds of our products for millions of people all over the world? How big do you think those bonuses are going to get? And you were upset, so you left, you went inactive over 1 or 2 little things? Something we have to learn in life, everybody. Things aren't all roses. It takes a lot of time, grit, effort, determination to build a big business, especially one that's aspiring to become $1 billion company. That's what happens. It's called life. But you know what's amazing? We have rock stars building this company. There's no way on God's green earth I would be putting this kind of time and effort into this if I did not know we had rock stars. I have met many of you on this call are rock stars. That's why you got on this call. But it's important you see everything that's going on. And again, this is a glimpse. These are deals. And those deals I shared with you, only a few people represent those deals out of 8,400 people on this team. There are numerous deals going on this team and on the other team and on the third team when they come in. 2 years from now, what if it took you 2 years to become an ambassador? So what? You think you make your $50 back when you have millions of potential people buying things in this marketplace, and a percentage of that goes into a pool that you get every month because you stuck with it? That's a lot more than $2. It's a hell of a lot more than $2. See the big picture of this. Focus. I get calls every day. I cannot believe I've had members on my team try to recruit me into other opportunities. Me, the master member of our network. You think I'm leaving? Hell no, I'm not going anywhere. Even if I wasn't the master, if I was on my 10th row, I'm not going anywhere. No way. There is not a better opportunity in my eyes anywhere in the world. You may never see something like this again. So just allow yourself to see it. Don't let your stubbornness stop you. Don't ruin it for yourself. This company is going global. This company is going until they reach $1 billion or more, and you're invited along for the ride. Who on this call wants to be an owner? Who wants to be a shareholder before the stock goes public to everybody? Would you like to receive the stock sooner, or would you like to buy it for much more later? Which one? Now insert the fans. How many fans will be placed into this thing? Those are customers. Are your fans really going to go anywhere when they're paying $0 a month and they get discounts? Are they going anywhere? That's called sustainability. You look at any business, you look at sustainability, you look at retention, you look at cost of acquisitions. We have all of it covered in spades in this company. Like I said, this is not just another discount program. It's way more than that. And the bank is a piece. The card is a piece. It's another vertical. Do you know what I call a bank? I call it a raise, because we'll make more money when it comes out. More money than we're already making. And if we're not making money, let's, again, get off our heinies and let's make some money together. We have duplicatable systems built in this team right now. How many of you are using it? How many of your members are using it? That's what we've got to ask ourselves. This opportunity is phenomenal, and it's staring you right in the face. And I get so frustrated for people sometimes. So I hear different things. Oh, what about this? What about that? What about it? What about the fact that I am working on potentially bringing in millions of people? Not just me, other people on this team. And this, as it's growing and growing and growing. And these people save on their medications up to 85%. And you get paid because you're an ambassador. And they're not even on your team. What happens when they buy the cars at a discount? I bought 2 of them. And I'm not the only one. Many cars have been sold already. You want to be an ambassador. You want to be a shareholder. And again, if it takes you a while, so what? Okay, it took me 2 years to become an ambassador. Okay, good. Or 3 months or a month. Doesn't matter. The cars will still be there. The meds will still be there. The phones will still be there. And what else will be there? Hundreds of other services here in a couple years. Sooner than that. Most likely, they're screening products all the time. There may be more products come Saturday. And then you know what's going to happen in your countries? When you show a pulse and you show, hey, I'm building a team out here, they're going to come to you, they're going to visit you, and they're going to put our products in your countries on top of travel. But that shouldn't stop you from building today, because that commission adds up. You're going to get paid. Why not work to become an ambassador and make money on what people in the US do, even if you're way out in outer Mongolia somewhere? You've got to look at this as a whole, as an entire picture. Look at the whole program, the essence of this program. We're fed up. We're sick and tired of companies taking advantage of people. We're sick and tired of the 1 to 3% of the people making all this money. This compensation is little man friendly. That's what we call it. Little man friendly compensation plan. Because you can get 3 people in as free. $50 to get in, not $1,500. You don't have to come in and buy double diamond status for $3,000. None of that crap. That's garbage. We want sustainability, we want retention, and we want the little guy finally in network marketing to make a good living in it. Can you imagine, little guy, if you're listening, little guy, on the phone right now, and you work and you come and you humble yourself and you train and you learn from the professionals who are willing to give you their time and their effort, and they teach you how to become a founding member and a stockholder, and then they teach you how to become an ambassador, and you make money on their work as well. How will that affect your life? How will that affect your life? That's what you've got to ask yourself. Our network is real. Our network is fantastic. Everything is coming as planned. People are coming into this from all walks of life, from all over the world, because people are starting to see it. And they'll see it more and more and more. Right now, it's your time to see it. It's your time to shine. It's your time to take a piece of that pie for yourself. Because we're creating a large pie. Come take a piece. Tastes very good, I can promise you that. All your work, all your effort will pay off. Do it right. Humble yourself. Learn from us. Come join us. Lock arms with us. Everybody, I love you. We'll talk to you next time. Good night.